little guy in the States keeping the standard up high. And if you overseas, yeah, we crossing the map. Cigar King and Taipei, yeah, we bridging the gap. 2 spots in the world, yeah, we keeping it red. From the west to the east, blowing gold in the air. Now we building up the future, brick by brick, while we lighting up the blend, cause the plot is thick. Taste the victory, taste the truth. No drama here, just the lead jump. Yeah. Smooth draw, full body, yeah, it's heavy and deep. Like the promises the shadow smokers managed to keep. They said it stalled, nah, it was waiting to arrive. Now every puff is proof that the mission's alive. So cut the cap, light it up, let the doubters look on. We celebrating cause the dark days are finally gone. This Project ITS, put respect on the name. The only thing that matters is the ash and the flame, yeah. From Arizona to Taiwan, we don't just smoke, we succeed. This is the lead, John. Project ITS. Yeah. Project ITS. Soy sauce assassin. Yeah. Project ITS. Yeah. Project ITS. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Welcome to today's Smokers Panel Live. And real quickly, let me bring Val to the chat. Here we go. So, today I'm gonna have a Lampert's Cigars Platino. Lampert Cigars Platino. And today, I have this urge to want to talk about air purification. All right, because I don't know, because recently I've been replacing my filters and stuff like that. So I'm looking at my look at my purifiers and fan and stuff like that. I'm like, I really need to talk about this because people don't know. People don't know what's going on when they place a air purifier for their cigar room. You think that if you put an air purifier in your cigar room, where would you usually put it? Where would you usually put it? Not yet. No, I think somebody maybe, but not yet. But they can watch it afterward. But we will put this as educational thing. YouTube was having problem. I literally tried to start this stream 3 times. So when they finally catch up, they can catch up. Lampert.
This is a, where am I at? Wrong way, right way. This is called a 4-Star Society cigar.
Okay.
This is made by Espinosa. And I want to say this is their second. I want to say this is I'm saying this is a Maduro. I think the first one they made was a natural or a Connecticut, one of those two.
Okay.
And the reason I'm saying this is a Maduro is because the band itself is darker. I should have brought the other cigar out to show you the difference in them. I could go get it. I hate leaving the screen though. Yeah, but this is the second one. It's got a darker band. Significantly is made for a certain beverage depot. I'm gonna say that sounds safe, right? Beverage depot.
Sure. It sounds very
It's
safe to
me.
me.
Yeah, it's me. I don't want to promote or advertise unless it's done accidentally. It was a mistake. But um, this is made exclusively for one of the beverage depots in the Midwest area, especially in Chicagoland area, by Espinoza.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you could only get them at their store locations. So if you haven't tried it and you get a chance to see this, if you go out to one of those beverage depots, see if you can find it. It's a pretty good cigar. Pretty good cigar.
Mm-hmm.
A decent price point. I'll just round it off and say it's a $10 cigar. It's exceptionally good cigar. Exceptionally good cigar. So saying that, you were asking about a purifier.
Yeah. Okay. So today we're gonna talk about air purification for your cigar smoking area.
Okay.
Right? If you smoke at home, if you smoke outside, then that's moot point, right?
Right.
But if you smoke at home at all, you will, and most likely will have at least one air purifier. Okay? So if you have that one air purifier, where would you put it in your room?
Okay. So let's say this is my room.
Hold on a second. For this particular subject, I actually asked AI to generate an image with 5 locations. All right? And why don't you look at this picture and tell me where of the 5 you will put it? Okay?
Oh, okay.
Now, if I can get it to show. There we go.
All right. I'm gonna have to take my glasses off because take a better look. Okay. So where would I put it? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So okay. So 1 is depicting, I believe, a bed, right?
1 is closest to the window.
Well, okay. All right. 1 is closest to the window. 2 is a little more central.
Now, let me talk about this. Is that
Oh,
even though
okay.
this shows a bedroom and like this basically shows a studio, right?
Okay.
Where living room and the
Okay.
bed together. Ignore the
Okay.
furniture, right? So let me
Ignore the
give
furniture.
you a little idea of
1,
what they are.
2,
One, number
3,
1 is closest to the window.
4,
Okay.
5.
Number 2 is elevated on top of a bookshelf or a
Right.
table.
Right.
Right.
I see it.
Number 3 is the
Yes.
corner closest to your computer table.
Okay. Going there.
Well, where you're smoking. All right. And
Yes.
number 4 is the center of the room.
Yes.
Okay. And number
Okay.
5 is the corner of the room,
Okay.
furthest away from the window.
Okay. So for me, I would put it. Yeah. And that window is open.
Now there's a problem with the window, but I'll talk about that afterward.
Okay. So. All right. So let me explain my thought process on this here. I am smoking my cigar somewhere in that studio. Any one of those places?
Do not think about this like regardless of the bed, regardless of the
No,
furniture.
no, no. I'm not.
Just
I'm not looking. Okay. If I just got an open room and I'm
open
just
room. Let's say
going
just all these furniture don't exist.
all that furniture, I just got an open room. Where am I going to put it?
Mm-hmm.
I will most likely put it at number 2.
Number 2.
But I don't. I yeah, number 2, because smoke rises, and I wanted to hit up high in the
Okay.
filter. All right. Now, my initial thought was to put it at number one. Not so much as because of the window, but because I was thinking of the furniture and the configuration. All right,
Yeah,
and
ignore the furniture. So
yeah,
number one basically is closest to the window. That's all that
yeah,
is. It's the closest to the window.
yeah. So no, I'm not. I'm not. Although one does sound not like a bad choice because you got the window and you can open and close it to aerate the room out. But I think that if you do that, you're going to be fighting against the filter, the
And that's a
purifier.
very good point.
Okay. Number three is that it's kind of like in a corner, but it's on the floor.
Yeah, it's on the floor, close to the corner, but not necessarily at the corner, but closer to a furniture.
Yeah, and I don't think I want it there. Number four is more towards the
Number four, just think of it as the center of the room.
well, I'm looking at number two as the center of the room.
Number
But
two is close to the center of the room, but elevated,
yes,
higher
yes.
than the number four. For number four is
Ye-
still elevated. It's on the top of the table.
Yes, yes.
It's still
Uh
elevated.
yeah, yeah. Four four looks like it may be a good choice because you got air circulation all the way around that item, whereas one and three and five are in a corner, so you have some blockage of the corner. Uh, and even number two, even though it's elevated, there is some blockage on that wall.
Mm-hmm.
So saying that, even though I think two is probably a good choice, four is probably the better choice because of the air circulation around the entire system.
Okay.
But I'm still sticking with number two
You're
because
sticking with number two?
yes, because smoke rises up, and I want that filter to pull in that smoke. And no matter if I smoke anywhere near where those other filters are, and I can also include number two, but
All right.
I probably would not locate myself near the filter because the smoke is going to be drawn that way, which means it's coming towards me.
Okay. And
But
here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm gonna put this to the side so that we can keep it up here because all the other things don't matter. Okay.
yeah,
So number four is actually the correct answer for any humidifier, any purifier, not humidifier, purifier,
purifier.
purifier. Center of the room, somewhere elevated, and that
Okay.
is the best place to put. However, it's an eyesore.
Yes.
It's an eyesore. Okay. Number two is the second best place to put it. However, is machine specific. Machine specific. So if you have a directional machine where you pull one air from one side and then gives out the other way, like not facing the wall, like the air exhaust does not go through the wall or intake does not go through the wall, then you're fine, right? And number five is the worst location in this room. Number five, let me help you out right here.
Yeah,
The
I see
corner.
it. I see it in the upper right corner. Number
Yep.
five is the
It's
worst
the
spot.
worst location in this room because that literally will hinder the circulation of the room. Literally, it will blow. It will just help the smoke to go up and just wait there.
So,
Okay.
and yeah,
Number one is the most useless and noisy location in the room.
is that because of the window?
Yes, it will make it noisy because the wind. If you have every time you have the window open, it will just create this draft.
Ye-
It's gotta be the
Okay.
most noisy, and like you say, it fights the draft. So it's not really gonna, like you want the air to go out, but yet your machine is pulling the air towards it, so it's not going out.
Yeah.
Okay, so it creates a draft over there. It's hindering the air from going out. And number three is like what people usually do, like right next to their machines, computer,
Okay.
whatever, where they're sitting and stuff like that. And that's usually the case, but it's not very efficient either. But it's not as bad as number five. Literally just two end of the corner, so there's no room for air to go around.
So I'm gonna tell you, this is good because it brings me back to way back in 21 when I first went started visiting a cigar lounge close to my house, and they had two rabbit airs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they were one on each side of the wall, directly straight across from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, close to the wall, close
Okay.
to the wall. Now, me being young in smoking my smoking journey, not knowing anything about that air filtration, purification, number one, and number two, that their facility also had a good exhaust system. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought to myself, well, they got a good exhaust system. I see it up on the ceiling. Why do they need these other objects if it's going to be exhausting that stuff out? Right? That was my first, I didn't know. I didn't know. So as I'm looking about, the room, and I'm thinking, where am I going to sit? I said, I know where I'm going to sit. I'm going to sit to the right next to that rabbit air,
Okay.
because I truly am thinking at that time that's where the best air is going to be, because all that smoke is being pulled away into that thing. But I never thought, it never occurred to me that I was directly in that travel of smoke being pulled into that air, that rabbit air.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking I was in a safe zone. I got the rabbit air right next to me, man. I got this good filter going on. I got this, not realizing or thinking that all the smoke in the air is being pulled that way.
And it's being pulled that way and spit back out
Yeah,
at
and
you.
I didn't know. I did not know.
So I think that's why it's good, like chance to explain to people what they are and what those things are. But let's talk about what air purifier really is. Okay, every single air purifier is the same thing. It's filters over filters over filters with a fan. Okay, I don't care what purifier you have. Right? It's filter on top of filter on top of filter over a fan. Okay, and what it does is basically pulls air through the fan, push it through those filters, and spits out. All right, and hopefully the filter stops the particle that's in the air, and now you got cleaner air. Cleaner air. That's the key. It's cleaner air. It's not clean air. Okay, cleaner air is not clean air. We have like five
Cleaner.
people. Hey, dude, 5 people say hi. Okay.
Hey,
So
what's up?
hmm?
I said,
Unless the
hey,
chat is
what's
not
up?
working correctly, which I should check, huh? I should really check if the chat is working.
Is it? Yeah, because I don't see anything
Let
printing
me
up
let
in
me
the
click on
column.
it and
I don't
see.
see anything.
Oh, nope. Okay, so the thing's working. The thing's working. All right. So now that we have that, there you go, Richard. So air purifier is layers of
Okay. Hey, what's
filters,
going on? What's going on?
layers of filters, and most likely, a layer of pre-filter, which is just mash. Okay, a layer of HEPA filter, which is what cleans out the particles, and a layer of carbon filter. Okay, and the carbon filter is what removes the smell. Okay, and basically the fan pushes air or sucks air through those um, filters, and the particle gets captured, and the rest came out the other side. All right, rest came out the other side. The problem with that is 99% of the time, the air does not goes in there and comes out completely clean. Now, there's no way to one shot it because it goes through so fast, right? And then it comes out so fast, that it will take more more rounds to go in there. This is why like when you seen those like air purification commercial, they put an air purifier inside a clear box, and then they press a button and the smoke comes out, and then turn on the purifier, and you see the air just goes and goes, and eventually the box gets clear, right? That tells you it takes multiple rounds of filtering that air for that air to be cleaner enough for you to see. All right. Smoke is the same thing. Like when we smoke in this room, that smoke is actually like the VOCs are actually finer than what we usually. The smoke will go through, comes out as a smoke. If you don't believe it, try to get an air purifier and just put a lot of smoke through it. It will come out the other side. All right. So for something like Val was talking about, room like big room with two rabbit air, it's not gonna be enough. It goes in there, it blows out smoke. Right? It goes in there, blows out smoke. And here's the thing: rabbit air is not a very efficient air puller or air mover.
All right, hold on a minute. Everything that I heard about it, everything that I kind of glanced over and read says it is one of the best items out there.
All right, let me ask you this, right?
It better be good because of the money you pay for that thing. It better be good.
All right. So, what is the most efficient way for air to go through a filter? What is the most efficient way for air to go through a filter?
Well, it's either got to be fan through or suck through.
Hold on, let me grab one. I got some filters here.
The fan just kind of disperses, right?
Yeah, but let me explain to you, right? So this is a filter, right?
Yep.
This is a filter. Everybody can see filter.
Yep.
For the air to be filtered, the fastest way is from here directly through, right?
Right.
That's the most efficient way.
Through and out. Yeah.
Right. However, do you know how rabbit air pulls air?
Is it centrifugal?
Rabbit air has also, like I said, everything's fan, right? So a fan pulls air and it goes through the filter. However, their way of pulling the filter is a problem because they have a fascia in front of it. There's a cover in front of the rabbit air. There's like an image cover in front of the rabbit air. So it pulls air from the side, a little seam.
Oh. So it's going around it like this.
So it's going from the side, like
yeah.
Like instead of coming here,
yeah,
it's going this way and going through a seam.
Oh. Okay.
Very not it's very inefficient. It's very inefficient, right? Most air filter, your air goes in, air goes out. Right? Most fan, that's what it is. You have a fan in front of it or behind it, and it pulls air directly through. And then it blows up or blows whatever. It doesn't matter, right? But it's how much force, how much pressure you're pulling the air through this filter, right? And then obviously it gets captured here, and then it leaves color and all that stuff, right? Now, you also have those 360 degree filters, which have two halves. This is one half.
The cylinder, the round one.
No matter which way it pulls air, it goes directly through. That's the most efficient.
Because it access all the way around.
I don't want to leave Mike's question for too long. Turn Chinese new tonight. What should I smoke? Knuckle sandwich puro, bang cure Maduro, or bang cure Habano? Knuckle sandwich puro. If it's up to me, I'll choose my knuckle sandwich puro. Okay. So that's why I say rabbit air is not very efficient, because rabbit air has like 4 or 5 layers of filters.
But isn't that what's supposed to make it tops? Those layers of filtration.
It goes through many layers of filtration, yes, but it's not pulling enough air through it at the same time. And here's the problem. I believe, if I remember correctly, it blows side and then it blows like out the back up, something like that. So once it goes there, it doesn't come back anymore. So you're not filtering the second time. So in order for you to touch that same air the second time, you have to wait for that circle around the whole entire house and come back again. And that's if it doesn't leave already. Doesn't leave the room already. All right. So I don't think it's very. I think the technology is fine. It has multiple layers of filtration, and if your room is very small, where that second round comes around a lot faster, then sure. I mean, it will work. It will work. But if you ask me between a 360 filter that blows air directly at it and directly back, compared to a side vented in and out, I will say that, direct is always more efficient. Okay? So that's why I say that rabbit air is very inefficient. I have had if you guys look at my old videos, I have had a rabbit air in this room before. I literally gave it away, right? And I had it right next to me. Why? Because that thing doesn't pull any air. I had to be right next to it and see if it pulls, and it barely does. Right? Rabbit air is probably very, very good if you put it number 2, where number 2 is. All right? Let me pull that image back up again.
So you got to put it up high.
Flat against the wall, up high. Right? Because that rabbit air depends on side vent, not against the wall, side vent.
Okay.
And then it depends on air coming back again a lot more. Okay. Richard asks, the firecracker cigar are worth the price that you pay. Okay, here's the thing about cigar is if you enjoy it, it's worth the price you pay. I mean, you're probably talking about because the cigar is small and whatever. And here's the thing, right? You can pay a $20 cigars, but you only have 30 minutes to smoke it. But you liked it, you enjoyed it, that's worth it. So, I mean, I don't particularly smoke like firecracker size, like nub. I don't particularly smoke those size. I will smoke a overall smaller size. So something like a Corona, right? But there's a lot of people that cannot have the time to finish it, and firecracker tend to be the right size for this.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Yeah, it's all about time.
So
all about time.
Now we gotta talk about the way air flows. Okay, people's like, okay, I'm in this room. I'm gonna close the door, and I gotta open the window. Close the door, open the window, and that's gonna solve my problem. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, there's something called negative pressure. So imagine a bottle full of water. In order to dump more water in there, you need to get some water out. Right? So, in order to get some air out of the room, you need to put some air in. If you only open one window, and a window try to push the air in, it pushes the air out at the same time, right? But you're creating a resistance where the air that just came out is gotta come back in. Think about that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. The air that goes out, some part of it gets carried in by the inside draft. Air goes out, the air that comes in, it's like squeezing from the side, and then literally carry some back in. Literally carry some back in. So you're never gonna have a good clean. Have you guys ever drove?
It's
with
Eminem.
one-
Huh?
Eminem.
Oh fuck! That's what he's gonna call us now, Eminem.
Okay, have you guys ever tried to drive a car with only one window open?
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
When you drive, you hear boom, 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 right?
That's only if the back window's open.
Right, but you'll hear boom, 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 right?
Not if it's the front windows.
If you only have one window open, you gotta hear the air clashing against each other right next to you.
Right.
Because airs cannot come in and air cannot go out. Okay? But if you open another window, all of a sudden that noise goes away. Because there's one place for air to come in and there's one place for the air to go out. Same thing with your bedroom. Here we go, ITS. Right? Here's a problem right now is that majority of the room has one window. Majority of the room has one window.
What are you talking about?
Air purification for the rooms.
Okay, but you're not going to hear rumbling in the house. I don't understand what you're talking about.
But the rumbling and the air, the sound is only to kind of demonstrate and explain to you that if you only open one window, air has trouble going in and out.
Oh, well, yeah. You have to have one crack in the one way and then one crack in the opposite direction.
Because you need air to flow in and air to flow out, right?
Right.
For bedroom, that's a problem. For study room, that's a problem. There's only one window. So if you think that if you open one window and point a fan out, it's got to get the smoke out, no, it's not. It's not. In fact, it's got to make it even worse. You got to create this kind of turbulence in your room, and all the smoke is got to stay. Okay. Races cigar line. I've not heard of that cigar line. No.
Oh, races. Yeah, that's not a bad tasting cigar. Races. RAICES.
I have not heard races. No.
You've never heard of it?
I should look it up. Maybe I've seen it.
Are they racist?
Races cigar.
Yeah, I smoked a few of them. They're not that bad. They're pretty good.
No, I've never smoked a single cigar for this brand. I have not smoked a single cigar from this brand. So
It's not Reese's?
no, not Reese's, not Buttercup. So the problem with that now is how to generate another air in the room. So if you gotta open the window, you gotta crack the door. You gotta crack the door, let some air in. So you gotta say, oh, if I crack the door, the smoke is gotta go into the house. Right?
Yes. Yes.
That's where air purification comes in. Put it at the opposite side of the room, post the air that way. So there is no way that if you have one window and you gotta expect a good clean air exchange or ventilation if you just gotta open one window. In fact, if you put an exhaust fan, it's gotta pull air through that little vent at your door, like little seam at your door. It's very little amount of air. It's gotta try to pull air somewhere. If it doesn't pull air, it goes back in. Like have you ever tried to suck on something that's vacuum, and then as soon as you suck, it comes out a little bit, but you let go, it goes back. Right? Like if you try to put a straw on your finger and you try to suck the straw, it kind of goes in a little bit, but as soon as you let go, it goes back in. It gets vacuumed back in, right? The same thing happens for your room, right? As soon as the air tries to leave your window, it comes back a little bit. Because you can't move that much air. So, for those people who are staying in the room, where you place your air purification matters, and whether or not you have multiple air to travel through matters. You need to generate air in order to move air. Okay? So those people say, oh, I have a room, and I bought this air purifier in my room. It doesn't work. I can tell you every single air purifier works because it's the same damn HEPA filter. Okay? It's a damn HEPA filter, different size. Every single one you got, especially the one with carbon filter, same shit. Every single one is the same. It's where you place it. where you place it. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machines running right now. 6 machines running right now.
Wait, purifiers?
Yep, and fan, purifier and fan.
Your electricity company must love you.
Oh yeah, I easily hit $1,000 in the summer.
Yeah.
Okay, I have that many fan. Why? Because it's quite a big room, and I need to move the air to the direction that I want. It eventually gets out the room, right? So, portion of the air, the smoke goes out of the room. Portion of it gets filtered. But if you're expecting to get like I don't know 300, 400 square feet room and one purifier, you're out of your mind. There's no like I know a lot of machines that you'll clean 600 square feet, you'll clean 800 square feet, you'll clean 1,000 square feet. Yeah, it will. In how many days? In how many days?
Instantaneously.
Nothing's gonna be instantaneous because I told you, smoke goes through, comes out less smoky, and it only be less if you travel through a few more times. But for something to travel for a few more times, the smoke must be redirected back there. But keep in mind, your fan is blowing that smoke out again. Not close to the where the beginning is, right? Once you travel through the filter, it gets blown out.
Right.
Away from the filter. It's not gonna get clean until it comes back again. And what are the chances that it comes back again before it settles? What is the chance of that come back again before it settles? So I literally have a smoke filter over there that picks it up and blows the wind that way. I think I have another person. Hold on. Add. Okay.
Hey.
What's going on, Snaps?
What's up? What's up?
So I have one near my stairway that sucks out the air from me directly from here, because I have a fan blows at me to blow the smoke away from me. I don't want this linger here.
Do the same thing.
So I have it blow.
Is your fan on the floor?
No, my fan is elevated. Like Rick will tell you, it's on top of like a tiny 2-step stair.
Mm-hmm.
Make it blow away a little bit, but it comes right back.
All right, and so you can see when I blow the smoke,
So let me show you something. These cigars.
it blows that way because I have a fan blows at me, blows the smoke away.
The wrapper was so oily. Turned brown.
And then once it gets blown this way, I have another system that sucks air into a filter and go through a duct and goes that way. It goes that way. And once it goes that way, I have another one on top of a wooden table that sucks it in and then blows out to my another storage. And my storage has an exhaust fan that blows it out. And I have another fan that's behind this computer that blows straight here to keep the air that's not there back here again, gets blown over there.
You know what?
But that's in a big room scenario. Most room is quarter of the size.
Yeah.
I need to go back. I need to go back to the days where, you know, I'm sitting down and I got a woman over here and a woman over there with those big fans and just.
You don't want that because they will fan the smoke back at you.
I have to coordinate it. As this one goes down.
This is what you need? This is what you want?
Well, yeah, something.
No, he needs one of those banana leaves.
I need one of those, yeah, like those big banana leaves. And they have to coordinate as this one is down, this one's getting ready to come up, then this one comes down. So you get an equilibrium. Otherwise, if they both come down.
So you want the flapper girls?
Yeah.
Girls with the red dresses, it's like feather-like.
Hey, Mike. Mike, you ain't doing nothing. Get up and get one of those big hand fans. Martine needs it.
I actually, IKEA actually sell those fake leaf, and it actually fan better than my fan. It fans the wind better, like more concentrated and more comfortable than a fan. So I actually bought a few. But anyways, so if you gotta get a air purifier, you just need an air purifier with 3 things. 1, you need a pre-filter. 2, it needs a HEPA filter. And 3, it needs a carbon filter. If you fit those 3 criteria, congratulations, you got a cigar air filter.
Okay, mine is good then. I have one underneath my table.
Okay, and then you must put it in the right place, like we talked about earlier when all of you guys are not here. All right, if it's a side vent, you put it number 2. If it's any normal one, you put it number 4. Never put it number 1 or 5.
Yeah. Do you have the screen back up? You want?
I did have the screen back up.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I see it. I see it.
All right.
So for
Yeah.
Number 2, elevated. That should be a side vent purifier. Number 4, any kind of purifier is fine. Elevated in the center of the room. All right, elevated center of the room. Number 1, not good. Number 5, horrible. Number 3, eh. Okay. And if you have an open window, you must have to have a source that pumps air back in your room. A fan don't count. A fan don't count. AC counts. If you have an AC vent and the AC is on, it counts.
So I have a window right here, and there's another one behind me. So
That means you have to open both.
Oh, this window behind me has a fan on it, so I could just do like the regular fan and then have that open.
No, all you have to do is, okay, you need one open. If you gotta have exhaust, one with the exhaust will open with the exhaust on, pushing the air out. And the other one will open, just open. That's it. So what it does is the exhaust fan will pull air from the other open window and then push it towards the house, and then the house will push the air out.
Okay.
So you need 2 windows. One window don't work. One window don't work, guys. One window don't work. If one window, you need to crack the door. You need to crack the door, but don't open too much because air goes where the least resistance is. Right?
What if you're taking a shit and you got a window and then you got the ventilation thing button on?
Well, yeah, that's right. See, if you
work?
had the ventilation going, you had the window open, the window it will get clean air in, and the shit air will go up. Right? So air will go where is least resistance. So if you want to crack the door and make sure the smoke doesn't go out, don't open your door all the way. Open the door just a little bit. All right.
That's why most bathrooms have windows, so you can stick your butt out the window if you need to.
No, see, okay. Most bathroom has window for light. And enclosed, okay, for light and moisture. So you can open the window and have the moisture to go out, because the wind will, get the moisture out. But it's not really to get the air out. You can open the window and take a shit, and the room still gotta smell like shit. Sorry. All right. But if you want to clean the smoke out of your room, that's the only way. Okay. You need 2 source of air exit and intake. Air had to come into the room somehow. Air had to leave the room somehow. And if you don't have that, air is not gonna leave your room. So you're like, okay, my fan is literally at the windows blowing the air out. I can guarantee you the air, once it gets pushed out, the seam of that fan is gonna suck the air back in. The seam of the air, I can literally I can do that demo. I can record a video of this. I can go to my exhaust fan. I can close all the door and leave all the fan off. And I can show you the side of the fan is blowing the air back in. You can put you can put a piece of tissue paper right next to your fan to put at the side of the fan. You'll see the piece of paper moving. That's actually the air coming back in.
So for like an office like mine, that's just obviously just boxed or rectangle, whatever. Air purifier like somewhere in the middle of the rooms will be the best elevated.
You always want to elevate it because the smoke goes upward.
True.
Right, smoke goes upward, unless, and this is very rare occurrence, your room is like 80% humidity.
No.
If your room is heavily humidified, you'll see your smoke linger in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, it's denser.
Yeah, that's how it is in my uncle's shed during the summertime. Whenever I puff on the cigars in the shed, you just see it. It's like staying
It
in
just
the middle of
stays.
the room.
It's
lingers,
almost
it
alien-like.
hovers.
The smoke just like streak in the middle.
Yeah, it's like a stream. It's just
All
right
right.
in the middle of the
So
room.
if you have high humidity, the smoke won't go all the way up, but majority of the time it will. Okay. So if you gotta make sure your room, you want to smoke in the room, you gotta make sure there's an air intake and there's air exhaust, and you gotta make sure you put the air purifier in the right place. Then you'll be fine. And here's the thing. I will say, for every, if you don't have a window, let's say you don't have one window, all right, for every 25 to 100 square feet, you need one. You need one humidifier.
Wait, for how many feet?
25 to 100 square feet. You need at least one purifier. Don't believe those things that is rated for 500 square feet, rated for 700 square feet. That's not immediate. That's not immediate.
500 square feet.
500 square feet is about like a pretty good sized living room. Okay. So if you're in the basement and that goes entire length of your house, you need 5 or 6 of them. And don't put it against the wall.
I mean, I had 2 when I had my apartment. Downstairs was 500 square feet.
That's not enough.
It worked okay.
It worked
but it wasn't
okay,
great.
but what you mean by okay is that if I leave the room with those things on, when I come back tomorrow, it's actually clean. Or
he still smelled it. He still smelled it.
Yeah, you'll still smell it, and you'll still have people. You know, especially if you have 2 people smoking in your room, that's not enough. 500 square feet, you need like 3 or 4 of them, easy. Or having an exhaust.
Yeah.
So if you go into a cigar lounge and it's an enclosed room, meaning windows are closed, and you go in there, there's only one air purifier, leave. Just leave. It's not gonna be a good experience. All right, just kind of like walk straight across, straight sideways, and you can kind of tell how big that room is, right? And then it's like, okay, there's 1, 2, 3. It's not too bad. But if there's like 1 and 2, and that whole thing is a length of 25 chairs, you might want to think about it. Now, a lot of lounge has those hang directional purifier on the top of the ceiling. Those are high efficiency, so they move a lot of air. So you only need one of those for like 800 square feet or less. So if you go into a place that's like 500-600 square feet and you have one of those, you're fine. And the reason I say 800, but you're only looking at 5-6 is because you have more than one person smoking. That's a lot of air that needs to be moved multiple times through that system in order to clean it. So now I hope that explained the how that works. And if there's any question, I'll answer it too. Right? Those people who's watching, if you have a question about your setup, you can ask. I'll let you know whether or not it's doable. All right, we can put up a whiteboard and we can start drawing out. You know, if we needed to. But I think there's a lot of people's problems. Oh, I can't smoke in the house because you know the smoke goes. All right, your room is always gonna smell like a cigar. That's just the way it is. All right.
Just have them send you their floor plan.
So I need your blueprint.
Say that again.
Yeah, you're gonna ask the person. I need your blueprint. I need the schematics of your home.
Well, you can actually test the resistancy of that thing. I think they actually sell a fan with a meter. And you put a fan in there and turn it on. It'll tell you how much resistance you have in this room. And if you have a lot of resistance, that means the air is not going out. It's not going through. Now, it means you have good insulation. But it does not mean that you have good air going through. So that's a problem. I don't know how many people actually smoke in their house. I mean, unless you're a reviewer, I don't think you would. And a lot of reviewers actually just smoke outside. Right? And if you have a room specifically built to smoke in, you wouldn't care if it smelled like smoke.
Yeah, I don't know who smokes inside.
I smoked outside for a lot of my reviews until I got my own apartment.
But when you get your own apartment and smoke inside, that it's not that it solved the problem. The place still smells like smoke.
Yeah. Wasn't so bad in the car because I kept the windows down.
Well, the car, you can have multiple windows. And the air will travel through. And you don't want to turn on your AC because now it goes through the AC system. Every time you turn it on, you smell it.
Yeah, don't do that. Hey, we got some feedback for you. Mike.
So Snappy.
So last week we smoked a Padron. Yeah, I like this better, a lot better.
What are you smoking now? What are you smoking now?
He's smoking ITS.
ITS.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Snappy, you went on a trip?
Next week will be
Next week?
Yep, next Friday, the following Friday, the 12th. That is when I'll be departing for 8 days.
Okay.
I'm literally packing after this, and then I had to leave by 5 a.m. to the airport.
Like I said, I'm hopefully. Yeah, I'll do my best to try to partake in the get together.
What'd you get together? What are you talking about?
On June 14th.
Oh.
I'm leaving the 12th. So maybe you might have a little window opportunity if we're not doing any excursions and stuff like that.
Just don't plan an excursion. It'll be fine. Just go planning.
Well, if my aunt and my uncle and my wife are all gonna go today, we're going this part of Aruba. I'm not gonna stay behind.
Is that how you plan your day? Hey, I have a doctor's appointment, so I'm gonna go make a doctor's appointment. Hey, doctor, I wanted to do it on the 14th, but that really depends whether or not I have an excursion that day. So let's make an appointment on the 14th, and I'll let you know at the time if I have an excursion going on.
Yeah, we plan things the Hispanic way, which is we'll know when the day happens.
That's literally, I don't know. I don't understand that. For me, at least, I think that if I make an appointment, I cross it out. I don't play anything on that day or whatever, you know. But people tend to like, oh, if something else was better, I'll find an excuse not to do it.
I don't like canceling appointments or rescheduling appointments.
Right? Like, you know, people's like, oh, let's hang out this Sunday. And then this Sunday comes up around, yeah, something came up. Dude, if you already planned it, don't let the something come up.
Well, I mean, I planned Aruba way before this smoke together. So if nothing is done for that Sunday, because we haven't discussed what's excursions that's out there. But if nothing is done and I get told of that Saturday, then, oh, tomorrow we're just gonna have a chill day. All right, then I'll be by the beach and have us smoke together.
Right. You're in a place that has nothing but beach and water.
And sharks.
Hell yeah.
So every day is beach and water.
Yeah. Sounds like a good life to me.
Beach and water. Oh my God. You know, I don't know. So yeah, so that's what I want to talk about, the purification, because I just, like I said, I just changed all my filters. And I was looking at the filter. I was like, you know what? Let me talk about filters, because I don't think anybody really talks about it. We talk about cigar, we talk about cigar tools. We don't talk about filters.
They're not cheap either. What do you spend about $400?
Well, if you're spending $400, you are going with those fancy ones that has multiple uses. Well, mine is Rabbit Air. I don't even understand why Rabbit Air costs so much.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's a
Mine's-
fan with filter on it, and their
It's the
filter costs
brand.
like $100.
Yeah, I think it's the brand. You're paying for the brand name.
Right?
Yeah,
It does
mine-
look good. I mean, that's what you're paying for. It looks good, but it's
I have-
not more powerful or more efficient than anything else.
This is not a huge room, so I have one that's like $80, and the filters is like $25 per filter.
Yeah.
And
Your
then if you
filter
want to pay
shouldn't cost that much.
$35, you get a pack of 2.
Now, I smack myself in the face when I say that the filter shouldn't cost that much. This filter is $100 for a set. But keep in mind, it's a combo filter. This is actually 2 filters in one. So, and it's quite thick. So if you see this side is the HEPA, this side is the carbon filter. That's why it's like carbon.
Yeah, mine is a circular one. So mine is like, it's like just 3 layers to it, which is, the regular HEPA and then charcoal, whatever you call it.
Okay, if you got a filter, system that has this cylindrical thing that you just plug it from the bottom or the top,
Yeah.
don't get those.
Okay.
Too late.
Ah, shucks.
Don't get those. What happened is, it doesn't force the air to go through that filter. It's by
Yeah, 'cause
chance.
it's blowing at 360, which
It blows into a cylindrical area, and hopefully some of them will go through that thing, because it's not a only way to get through it. It's not the only path, right? Because it's loose. You can put that cylindrical filter and you can turn it, right? So there's room for the air to just not go around, just not go in there, because it's resistance, right? Because it's resistant, it doesn't always travel. Some will. I'm pretty sure like around 40-50% air will go through it, but the lighter particle will just go with the fan, just blows out of the fan. So it's not very efficient. So I would recommend against those. And those usually don't have a carbon filter. It has a pre-filter. A pre-filter and a HEPA. That's it.
mine is pre-HEPA and charcoal.
But where's the charcoal?
Inner.
So inside there's a ring that you can actually hear the charcoal when you turn.
I never turned it.
I'm thinking it's a compressed charcoal pad.
Could
No.
be.
The charcoal. Okay, there's 2 kind of carbon filter. One is a carbon mesh, which really doesn't work. And the other one is a mesh container that has charcoal in it. So when you turn it, you'll hear it, because they never fill it up to all the way. They never
You're
fill it
talking
out all
about the
way.
granules, the charcoal
Yes.
granules.
They never fill it out all the way. So if you turn it, you can hear it.
I don't know. I mean,
Go shake it. Go shake it.
it's underneath my desk, and
And the thing
Yeah.
about it is that because
Probably won't.
carbon filter are very expensive. It's carbon expensive. So if you see those ones that the name brand one is like $40, and the non-name brand one, generic one, is like $10. It's because they don't put that much charcoal in it.
Mhm.
They don't put the carbon in there. So like you'll see, like if you compare both, one of them will have a lot more. The other one have like half the size, because they're expensive, right?
yeah,
Is that the one that says active carbon?
All right, active carbon just means that carbon has been activated by either water or sunlight.
Okay, yeah, that's just advertising bullshit.
Yeah. And sometimes sometimes you go through a treatment that puts positive ion on it, and positive ion attracts negative ion, which is in the air. And that was only it. So it attracts more smoke going towards it. But we're talking about minuscule amount. Very small amount. But, 1,000 micron, there's still quite a bit. So it depends on what you choose. But I always suggest against the mesh type. The mesh type is they make the mesh and they mix it in there. And the carbon type is the actual granule of those charcoal in there. And the charcoal one works a lot better. Now, here's the thing. Can you salvage the cylindrical type with carbon in it? Yes, there is one trick. You can buy a bag of activated charcoal, put it inside a sock, and put the sock right in the center of that cylindrical tube.
I don't get it.
It's condensed. It's condensed. You're talking and you would put it in a nylon, right?
Hold on.
Because it's just charcoal. You can reuse that.
All right,
for
so
something else.
what Rick have is probably one of these filter like that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So it doesn't really have a lot of charcoal in there to filter it. So all you had to do is put charcoal in a bag in the center.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
You insert it in the middle.
Well, because this is either top low or bottom low, right? You put it from the top down or the bottom down, bottom up.
Mhm.
You just flip over, put it in there, close the cap. You're done.
So just all I do is just get a big sock. Just have it.
Get a big sock and just put a charcoal in there.
All right, I got a lot of that from Christmas, so I used to be a bad kid. So I'll make sure I get the charcoal that I was given as a kid for being bad on Christmas.
All right. So
Sock, but I heard it can work.
you want fine
that's a
charcoal
different kind of
granulates.
charcoal.
You don't want the entire piece of coal, okay?
Yeah, it's a different kind of charcoal we're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You're talking
Yeah.
about
Gotcha.
charcoal granules.
Yeah, you can get those
Gotcha.
activated charcoal granules, dump it in a mesh. It could be like a stocking. You could be whatever, anything that air can go through, and just fill it up, put it in the center.
Think of the charcoal that you put into fish filters. That's
It's
the
the same
activated
idea.
charcoal. It's very similar.
Okay,
I used
and
to
that
have
will
these,
salvage that part of it, but it does not stop the air from going without going through the filter. It will do whatever that went through the filter.
Yeah,
I used to have
Martin.
these little, charcoal
Yeah, Martin.
candles.
Martin, don't go buying any barbecue charcoal. They ain't gonna do it.
I used to have these little, what do you call it? Little pouches that you hang on the back of the seat of the headrest with the carton.
That's
And then
too
you
little.
put-
That's way too little. You need like 20 of those in the center.
I had like 5 of them in the car.
You need way more than that. But yeah, that's gonna help with the smell. The charcoal, the carbon is what removes the smell.
Yeah, it absorbs it in.
All right,
yeah.
HEPA filter does not remove smell. I don't care what people say. HEPA filter does not remove smell. You
No.
can fart at the HEPA filter; it'll come out like fart. Or
Yeah,
come out
that's for
smell
fine
like fart.
particles.
Okay,
But
smell can only be removed by charcoal. All right. So if you want the smell go away, you need charcoal. All right. So yeah, like I say, if anybody have questions, ask. We'll address that particular problem. I'm just going by what I can think of that is causing the issue for a room that smell like smoke. And then you can make your own air freshener. Right? Essential oil, alcohol, water, spray it all around the room. Make
just
sure.
don't spray it in your breath.
Huh?
Just don't spray it in your mouth for your breath.
You could.
Damn
You
it.
could. It'll burn, but you could. All right. So if you make that mixture, that works on anything. It works on the room, works on your clothes, works on anything. Just make sure that there is some sort of oil in there. Essential oil is the best. Those scents, oil traps, those bacteria and the
Yo,
smell.
So if I
And
buy
it
if I
stays
buy
there.
those diffusers and make that ratio, water, oil, the essential oil and the alcohol, would that be fine?
Essential oil, water, and alcohol. Alcohol help it dry up so it doesn't stay there wet.
All right. So if I put that in an oil diffuser, good.
It does not work.
Does not work.
No, because what you're doing is you're burning up the oil. You'll smell the oil, but the oil is not covering anything. It burns away and it flows away. It's just a scent that you smell, right? But in order to remove the smell, you need to spray on something that the smoke has settled on, and basically
Like
the
the
oil covers that
walls,
smoke,
your,
that
your,
particle.
like the walls, your items around you, and okay.
You can use it to wipe things too. You can use it. You can just spray on the thing and wipe your wall, and you smell.
Yeah, Snappy. In your case, rub it on your beard. Go like this.
I think that'll help with the beard.
Yeah. Conditioning,
Yeah.
beer conditioning.
Right. So if you do that, it's gonna remove a lot of smell. So like for example, if it's almost like Febreze kind of things, a concept. After you're done smoking and you walk away, that room won't smell.
But there's no oil. It's just like water bullshit.
Right. You need the oil. And what people don't want to use oil is because oil can cause stain.
Yeah.
So you don't want a lot. You want like few drops. So long as you can smell it, you're good. Few drop. Have you guys ever got a like spearmint essential oil? That thing is strong as hell.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I have it.
You just need a few drops. That makes the whole area smells like it. Oh my god! Like I've gotten like citronella oil. I open it up, the whole entire room smells like it. Just opening it up.
Yeah.
So you just need a few drop in there. You need a little bit of
Peppermint
alcohol.
too. Peppermint's pretty bad too.
Peppermint, yeah, very strong, very small. Don't get food grade shit. Don't get food grade peppermint oil, like peppermint essence or flavoring. They don't work. All right,
And the
you
good thing with
want to get
peppermint-
essential oil.
Peppermint is also natural deterrent for like mice
Bugs.
and other insects too. So if you have a little bit of an issue with like house centipedes and gnats and stuff like that, peppermint is a way to also get rid of them and mice and so on.
So
What
you
about
get that spray.
mosquitoes? We're getting bit out here.
Hey, the whole thing you put together is like $10.
Yeah, peppermint as well for mosquitoes.
Lavender works better with mosquitoes. I think spearmint doesn't
Really?
really work. Spearmint works with ants and stuff like that. Or like
Oh, peppermint.
peppermint, same thing. More for ants, cockroaches, and stuff like that. Lavender's more for flying insects.
I mean, what you could do? I remember I found it on Amazon. It was like $15 for 3 packs of these things. It's like little fly catchers, sticky. And the very base of it, you could just pour like lavender in it, and it'll get attracted to it.
I mean, those fly catchers work wonders because they are yellow. If you guys never noticed it, they're always like neon yellow.
Yep.
It's because they think that's light and they fly towards it.
Yep.
You don't
Man,
need
oh.
any other scents. You don't need any scent. They'll just fly towards it because it looks like light. Yellow
Yo.
light attracts bugs.
In my last apartment, the one that I had to leave because she was illegally, digging in the basement, she probably awakened so many gnats and flies and whatever there was in that basement because it's exposed dirt. We used to have a gnat issue, and especially in the back part of it's a little enclosed area for you to leave, to the back way. And I just put one of those fly traps, and within 4 days, the whole entire
Was
thing
full?
went from neon yellow to just pure black. Probably
Yeah, flies
hundreds
like
of
that.
gnats and maybe like a few dozens of flies were on it.
Oh,
In a matter
here's
of
here's
4
another
days.
trick I found out. If you guys have rats, right? Put the sticky somewhere the rat is going and make sure to put one fake rat on it.
Hey, little buddy.
Put one fake rat on it because rats are rat as sketchy as fuck. If one rat gets trapped on the sticky, they will pretend nothing happened and they will lure other rats to come.
Hmm. I wish I knew that before I had like half of my pastas eaten.
All right, this is weird. As I look at the tests, right? So they put a sticky and a rat go on there and starts to struggle because it's sticky, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, the rat just lies there like nothing happened.
Yep.
Another rat came over. The rat didn't tell him. The rat's like, oh, everything's good. I'm just lying here chilling, right? And the rat walk on it, sticky. I was like, oh, fuck, I got stick too. And then it pretends nothing happened. It's just like there too. And the next rat comes over. Hey, what you guys doing here? What you chilling here? Third one gets stick. The rat will lure others to come and suffer. They think that maybe if there's enough rat, they can probably get their way out.
Well, they crawl on each other, then they won't get stuck.
Yeah.
So they will lure
So-
their family members to come and die together.
So you're telling me they would never rat them out?
You dirty rat, yeah.
Wow.
What's today? Yeah, everybody have a good night. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
for
So-
rats, that's crazy. It's
Oh.
weird.
Yeah, that's because with the expression, so it's like they're a rat, but they're not a rat.
And so is bees. Okay, guys, bees too. If you have those bee stickies, and one bee gets stuck on it, you want to squash it.
Why?
When you squash it,
Oh,
those bugs have this like hormones, and then says attack this thing, and all the freaking bees will just go at it, and they all get stuck on it.
Yeah, they exude their
But what
own
is the
pheromone.
What you call them? Wasps?
Wasps.
Wasp.
Wasps.
Wasp. All right, they will attract more. If they die and get squashed, they will attract more to attack more, and all of them will just fly that way.
That's funny.
So you want to squash one. If you don't squash one, they don't release that hormone. They just die and dry over there. But if you squash them, especially if you got the stinger out and just leave it there, the rest of them will go attack that thing. That's what I learned.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, if you want to attract more bugs, somehow garlic does the trick.
Yeah. Yep.
I was
I
like,
do
why
know.
is it Asian always get bitten by mosquito more than anybody else? Because we eat crap load of garlic. Everything's garlic. Chicken garlic. You know, kung pao chicken garlic. Anything chicken garlic. Chicken garlic. So garlic will attract bugs.
I didn't know that either.
If you had to deal with them enough, you will know. Like I was like, what? And don't believe that those balls, that's garlic scent, will deter like squirrels and shit. They don't. I've seen squirrel eating at it. They don't do anything. Anyway, back to cigar. What are we smoking today? I
Oh, wait
know
a
that
minute, wait a
Martin
minute.
is smoking
Wait a minute,
ITS.
wait. They keep vampires away, okay? They keep vampires away.
All right. See, vampire does
And werewolves.
Mhm.
vampires does not afraid of garlic, guys.
You've been watching too
One,
much. What's that fucking movie called?
Vampire Diaries or Twilight.
Vampire can eat garlic,
Twilight.
but their problem is that because they're dukes and high-ranking aristocrat, they don't want to smell like garlic. So they see garlic, brother,
Like Supernatural, all them type of shows, movies.
All right, they can have garlic, they just don't like it.
Garlic.
All right, so if you see a vampire, a crust and the garlic isn't gonna do you shit. But if you really need to, you can always get a filled pad or tampon and treat them to a tea, and maybe they'll leave after that.
Oh.
Oh, you guys might not know this. For Asians, right? If you're in the Asian's house, right, and you had a meal, whatever, you have chat, conversation. If they give you coffee or tea, that means get the hell out of my house.
Wait, what? Say that again. Coffee or tea, or coffee and tea?
Coffee or tea, most likely tea, but coffee or tea is the last item. Just that means get the hell out of my house.
How do you attract Asian women? What scent do you use?
How do you attract Asian woman? Is that what you say?
What scent do you use? What essential oil?
To attract Asian woman, the scent is called dollar bill. If you
Yep.
smell bling, you get the bling.
Yep.
And actually, no.
honey,
If
no
you smell
honey.
like bling, you get ling ling.
Well, I'm screwed. Yeah.
All right. I don't care what anybody say, and this might sound racist. If you need an Asian woman in your life, just make sure you have enough dough.
Okay.
That's how it is. I mean, that's how the society has taught us to be, basically.
Oh.
All right. And you gotta say, oh, Tony, I've seen poor people, and I know how poor people get an Asian woman. Then, how does poor people get Asian woman?
You don't.
They go borrow enough, though. Most Asian in a rural area had to borrow money to get married.
Yeah, what?
Borrow
Most
money.
Asians that live in the rural area, like village and stuff like that, they don't have the money, right? They actually borrow money to get married.
Well, I've heard that if an Asian lives in a rural area and then they move to the U.S., their whole mindset like goes opposite. But if you get one from the city, it's almost like the same. They kind of stay humble.
No. If you get one from the city, it's because you got a financial backing to live in the city to start with. If you got from the village to the city and they got to see the city and they go, why are we here? I go from A, I got to A+, but we're Asians. We should get A++. Let's move up. So it's like, one is they already seen the financial stability. The other one is, I don't know what you can do, but I seen this. Yeah, I think you can do better. My neighbor's kid make more money, and he's only 5. And that's how they think. Even if the woman themselves are not that thought, in order to get their parents' approval, you still need a dough. This is why every Asian, when they have a son, you gotta grow up to be a doctor, scientist, lawyer, or banker. But I want to be an artist. Artists don't get chicks. You gotta be single forever.
Must be Korean.
But I want to take literature. Literature don't make money. You want to be single forever, son? You want to do what I do? Yes, Dad, I want to do exactly what you do. Well, you see your mom? No. So Asians, a little tough. I literally have a friend that never dates Asian. He's not married. He's in his 40s now. Never, ever dated Asian. I've never been with him going out where he have an Asian woman next to him.
And he's Asian?
He's Asian.
I mean, I have a whole family that don't even want to bother or marry Puerto Ricans. A whole family side, like my whole dad's side, they all came from the islands. We were like, we're not gonna marry one. Every single one on my dad's side, they're half something else, and it's never one from the Caribbeans or not even Spanish. They're all half either Arabic,
Wonder why.
Nigerian. Yep. It's. I mean, I love my people, but sometimes you get content with either government assistance or just like apartments or just staying in the bubble. It's just how it is. If you look at like Puerto Rican demographics, they tend to be in like urban cities of like, again, New York, or they'll be in California, they'll be in Florida. Uh, they just stick in this bubble. They put themselves in the bubble, and that's like their whole entire life. They leave the island and just find another baby island and make it their home for generations. They don't want to move. They don't want to explore. They don't want to expand.
Well, that's because they marry another person with the same mindset.
Mhm. Yeah.
So if they marry someone else, they'll be like, "Ooh, look at that building. It's got a
Well-
swimming pool inside. Let's go there."
Funny story. My the one that got away was Puerto Rican. She was from Maya West,
Okay.
and she was a true like old school like island girl. Like, have your food home ready for you. Like when you get
Yeah.
home, clean your
That's-
house.
I mean, that's one perk. Like my mom is like that. My mom is very
Loyal.
bubble like. She just want to stay in the bubble. Like she's been in the apartment she's been at now for since what 99. She hasn't even thought about getting the house, whatever. Just she's been in the same apartment since 1999.
She's
But-
content.
She's content, but man, I don't know. Again, my dad is stupid.
Mike,
He
that's
had-
the woman that you want in life? Is that what you're looking for?
Mike. No, that's the one that got away.
No, but is that what you're looking for?
What type of? Oh, what type? I don't know. Like now, I'm
If
just-
that's the type that you're looking for, it's much cheaper to hire a maid. You get all that for cheaper,
yeah, that's true.
right? You give her $200 every time she shows up, and when you don't need her, you won't hear from her.
Right.
You don't have
No,
to
she had
explain where you
people-
have been. You don't have to show her your phone, and the food is good.
She had a temper on her, but
That's every Puerto Rican.
Hey,
Yeah, but
if
she
she's
was-
got a temper on it, you fire her, you get another one. No string attached.
Yeah. So my
but for the
wife is
most
Puerto
part with
Rican.
her, if you didn't fuck up, then she didn't fuck you up. So
Even if you don't fuck up, she still fucks you up. So I'm married to a Puerto Rican, so I'm always on eggshells. But ask if I want to be here. Yes.
Dominican too.
No, she's Puerto Rican and black.
Oh, Puerto Rican black. Okay, that's why. No,
But yeah.
You'll see a
Well,
lot
I
of
mean-
video where Asian goes home, and then the wife is about to bitch at them. There's a stack of money on the table, boom. And the woman still want to say something. There's another stack on the table, boom. Want to say something? Boom. All right. She'll be like, "What would you like to eat? Would you like a massage?"
me love you long time.
Mm.
Yeah. Me love you long. First stack, me love you. Second stack, me love you long time. Third stack, me love you long time. The another stack, master. What would you like, master? What a motley crew. Hey guys.
But you know what? With your family not dating Puerto Ricans, I'm similar with Mexicans. My first wife was Mexican, and that's the mother of my kids.
Hmm.
But I'm scarred.
Wait. How many times did you get married?
Emotionally and physically. It's like
Yeah.
How many
emotionally
times did you
and
get married?
physically. So, twice. I just got
Okay.
divorced like a couple years ago.
Because you
One
say
second.
first wife. Like usually that would not be just if one wife before just ex-wife, no?
Yeah.
When you say
Right.
first wife, I
Or-
think you had like 6 wives.
Nah. Not yet. I'm still young.
First wife was like that, and the second wife was this, and the third wife was that, fourth wife was dead.
But listen, honestly, having my family not be into Puerto Ricans made the best parties in the world because
Sure.
oh my god, every single summer, because most of my family, my dad's side, they're from New York, and one of my uncles, he owns little property section like by the marinas. So he has like a big building. It's like a basically like a little club. There's a little bar, pool tables, a dancing hall area, gazebos outside, boats, grills, the whole 9 yards. And I think every 2 weeks from July to September, every 2 weeks you have Nigerian food, you would have Cameroon food, you would have Italian, Irish, Dominican, you would have Mexican, you would have and all these different countries because everybody's half this. So everybody's bringing their culture dishes. You're talking about like 80 people coming into this property.
I don't hear Asian. There's no Asian food involved. He's thinking, what
trying
is
to think.
Asian?
Yeah, no, I have a cousin that married a Korean woman, and then my other cousin married I think a Japanese guy.
So all your male relatives did not marry any Hispanic people.
Both males and females.
So
So, like,
that's
my-
why, and that's you got so many different cultural foods because they don't know how to make their own cultural foods.
But
Yeah, because like my
so,
cousin's still
so
there.
Rick, why did you betray your family and be the odd one out?
She's part black.
You can't
So
do
if I'm
that.
Puerto
That
Rican-
doesn't count.
Well, I mean, Puerto Ricans are part black too, though. So
Yeah, true. But that's my dad's side. My mom's side is different. Everybody on my mom's side, they're all married to Puerto Ricans.
but see, Rick, you're mixed too.
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican and Cuban.
So you get your facts confused a lot.
Yep.
So now that we're like, a little bit time left, let's talk about something funny. So I don't know if you guys ever have that before. Sometimes I look at a picture of somebody smoking or whatever, and based on the way they hold cigar, I'm like, that guy has not been smoking for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys had those? You see this picture, you're like, I know this guy is a noob.
Yep.
Newbie. Oh,
My mom's baby brother, whenever he wants to act cool and be with us, it hurts my soul. He holds it like this.
Well, besides
seen
that
that
obvious,
too.
besides of that being that obvious,
Mm.
how do you think you would think that? How you hold a cigar will make you people think that you're a noob?
I never thought of it.
Like Val, if you look at somebody holding a cigar, what will make you think that they're a noob by just looking at the way they hold a cigar?
I mean, if you're holding it like you're like on your lonely Saturday nights, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna judge you a little bit. So you're holding it like this.
Well, that's too
And
obvious, right? That's too
I'm questioning
obvious.
two things. Like one, why you're holding like this, and why you
Yeah, I
inserting
mean,
it towards your
if you
mouth.
hold it like that obvious, you ask them if they have an OnlyFans account. But like I'm saying, for regular purposes, when you
Or
look
you
at a
ask-
picture, what will be a tell sign that this person is a noob?
I mean, or you can ask them if they're happy that June is here.
how did you hold your first cigar? You remember? Like a cigarette?
Right?
probably?
What in the picture will make you think this person is a noob?
Hard like that. Yeah. It just feels natural.
I don't know.
Yeah. Mine stays like that. I don't know.
I've never thought about that. But I change hand positions sometimes. I hold it in my
Yeah.
left for a while. I don't know. I just
Yeah, like I'll maneuver hands. I'll go from my left hand, but I'll still hold it the same exact way.
I think, all right, and this might people obviously is gonna say differ. Whenever I
Sure,
see
sure.
somebody choke the hell out of their cigar, I think they're noob. Like for example, if you hold your cigar like this and choke the shit out of it like this.
You got a knuckle indent in it.
Right? If you hold the cigar like this, I think you're a noob.
I mean, there's always a space in between my fingers.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've seen see people hold it different ways, right? I mean, get another cigar so I can actually hold it. All right, so a lot of us will only hold a little bit of that cigar. Hold it like
Right.
this. Hold it like this. Right? But if you choke it like this, That's what makes you think that you have not smoked for a long time.
I don't really pay attention.
Like if I hold like, don't you think I'm like something weird? How you gotta smoke comfortably like this? You know?
Mm-hmm. Or if I see someone like smoking, like they're smoking a blunt, like they're going like this, and they're,
Well, I do that sometimes because sometimes you have to squeeze it to get the draw.
oh yeah,
I
that's
only
like,
hold like that when I'm down to the fucking nub.
yeah, when you have the nub. I'm talking like when you just first started smoking, and you're the whole way through from start to end. If you're just holding like that, like it's kind of, I don't know, it feels kind of weird.
And I think people who holds like this are noob.
Okay.
Because if you try it, just hold it. You see, you always put the middle finger on it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, yeah.
Right? You'll want to put the middle finger on it.
It feels uncomfortable.
Right? If you just this two finger, index and thumb, make me feel like you're noob. If you use middle finger, it's better, right? Or even the two finger, that's fine. But if you only have an index finger on it, it makes me feel like you're noob. And if you choke it like this, make me feel like you're noob. Because you're not comfortable holding your cigar. When somebody holding a cigar in a very uncomfortable way, I think they're noob. Okay. When I say they're noob, it's nothing wrong being a noob. I'm just like, there's tell signs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like that they can tell. Like a lot of times you see somebody on a cigar aficionado or an Instagram photo, you're like, this guy does not smoke. Maybe once a month.
Yeah, there's also there's also other telltale signs, like other than how they're holding it, but like especially how they puff it. There's a lot of signs you can see that people are kind of like newbies.
Like small puffs.
Yeah, like it pisses me off when I see it because again, it's a mom's baby brother. He goes,
Or they'll blow it out real fast.
yeah, he goes, like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Shit, dude. You ain't tasting nothing.
Like it's a cigar, not like you're not a goldfish trying to get air, like or trying to get water. Like smoke it, puff on it. Don't just like you're out of water.
Right? There's tell signs, right? What about other than that? Let's say if you see this person, the person smokes just fine. What in the picture will make you think that this person is a noob?
If you see their clothes and not see holes in their pants.
That's just Martine. That's different.
Yeah.
No,
I've done that one quite a few times.
I have designated clothes whenever I smoke. So whenever live is on, I always have like.
You got your apron?
Yeah, no, I'll never get a cigar bib.
Talking about pens though. Talking about pens. I know this is not true, and I know obviously a lot of people do it. But if I see somebody smoking cigar wearing shorts, I think they're noob.
Some more saying.
Well, that's what I say. I know. Obviously, it's not true.
This guy is fucking Jim. This fucking guy.
Obviously, it's not true, right? But then, like, that makes me feel like this guy has not dropped their ash long enough many times before to wear a long pants. Because I always wear long pants because I don't want to drop it on my leg, or it would just burn right through.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I talked about before. Like, I had a time period where a big piece of ember fell straight down, and I almost went from Rick to Rachel. It went through the pants, and it was halfway going towards like burning through the underwear. And if I didn't get up in time, I would have been Rachel.
Hey, just think about this. Just think about this. Can you? I mean, can you imagine a bunch of cigar smokers sitting down in a lounge with shorts on and say, "Yeah, this burn here, Padron, 64. Oh yeah, this one here, Drew Estate. You think that's something? Look at this one.
How do you get over there? I will be very impressed if you got one in your ass. Okay.
War wounds.
Yeah.
I will be very impressed if somebody say, "Hey, yo, look at this one."
I mean,
like,
show. Like Dominican, Nicaraguan. I have Honduras. Oh, you served? Oh no, this is cigars.
I don't know. Cigar ash is a dangerous thing. I mean, if you don't drop it, you have not smoked long enough. If you tell me that you have
Yep.
never dropped your ash, you have not smoked enough.
Man, I had a rough day smoking. I must have asked myself about 4 times. I almost changed my name to Martin.
What other things will make you think that this person has not smoked a lot?
Smoking a fucking flavored cigar.
Well, no, actually, I've seen people that only smoke favorite cigar and smoke a lot of it.
Maybe the tools they use, like using this.
Oh, the starter, cutter, and the lighter.
No, because here's the thing, right? A lot of people that is in the cigar industry uses big
That's weird.
because they can travel with it and they never had to bring one with them. What else? Now, obviously, guys, if you're watching this, we're telling you what not to do. Don't go home and say, look, they're saying the ass one's cool. I'm gonna.
Branding.
Yeah, I never thought of it. I never thought of that.
Another one that I think, okay, I know some people do it, but it makes me think that you don't smoke long enough, even though you probably did, is if you had to smoke, you had to spit.
Oh, I used to do that a lot.
Oh yeah. In the beginning, yes.
That tells
used
me that
to-
you cannot handle that taste in your mouth, so you want to spit it out.
I mean, I used to carry it. I used to carry a this is gross, guys. This is gross. Those clear
Come on.
cups, the clear cups,
You just it's like they're like dip.
and you
Yeah.
take a
Yeah.
puff, and I think my wife says, "What do you got there?" I said, just a little
drop.
spit." So she went and got rid of it, and she brought me another clear cup, but this time she put a paper towel inside so you couldn't see through it.
Okay.
All right, so that lasted a little bit, and then she said, "Well, forget that." Then she went and got me those colored solo cups. All right, so now you
Red,
definitely can't
blue.
see through it. But I was using the cups right off the bat, and I knew that I had to be able not to do that because I had the first event coming up.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I said, "Oh man, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this?" And I literally had and I don't know, I can't say it just happens. I guess it's a phase that we go through,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just gradually dissipates, and before you don't
Right.
do it anymore.
So that's why I say, like, it feels like somebody that did not smoke for a long time. If you smoke for a long time, you don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
For me, for some reason, I'm prone to kind of do that whenever I'm outside. Whenever I'm in an outside setting,
me too.
it tends to be a little bit more frequent.
Yeah, I don't do that at all. I like, if
I'm
you had
in-
to spit it, that means you can't handle tobacco taste in your mouth.
Yeah, if I'm indoors, I'm fine. For some reason, whenever I'm outside having a cigar, it's like it creates more. I don't know why. Again, sound like
Saliva?
Saliva.
Talking about tobacco flavor in your mouth. Today I learned a guarantee way for you to quit smoking. Cigarettes.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So if you smoke cigar and you smoke cigarettes, here's one way that will make you not want to smoke cigarette anymore. And this has been tested by multiple people. It works, okay? Anytime that you feel like to smoke a cigarette, you got to go through this one challenge. And after that one challenge, if you can still smoke, you can go ahead. All right? It is, you take the cigarette, you take the filter off, you break the cigarette into smaller pieces, and you chew on it. So you break them out and you chew. You chew
Like-
for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. After that, if you still want to smoke, that's up to you. But most people cannot.
So like dip.
No, dip and cigarette are two different things.
Well, yeah, but it's in the same problem. You're packing your lip in a
No,
sense.
no. For some reason, if you chew cigarette tobacco enough, it'll make you vomit.
Well, I had a cigarette this past weekend because I was drinking at my brother-in-law's. I took 2 puffs of that damn thing, and I used to smoke, but I don't even think I took 2 puffs, and I was done. I was
Were you
like,
gagging?
no. It was
You can
nasty.
give that a try next time. Just break them into pieces and then just start chewing at them. Right after
There
3
won't be a
minutes,
next
spit it
time.
out. If you try to smoke one, you'll vomit.
There won't be the next time.
Good.
I smoked one. I took a puff out of one and I almost vomit. I was like, ugh, no.
So supposedly those chemicals in the cigarette, if you're just smoking it, you don't taste it. If you're just chewing it, your body identifies it because the saliva breaks them apart in your mouth, right? It
Yeah.
will actually make you gag. Your body will think, oh, this is poison. I'm going to spit it out. So it make you gag. You want to vomit. So after your body can identify the next one you light up to smoke, your body will immediately react to that chemical and you will vomit.
Oh wow.
Ugh. No, it was nasty. I think
Guys,
I
if
took
anybody watching, you're smoking cigar and you're smoking cigarette at the same time, this is how you quit the cigarette. Try it one time, you'll be like, that's so disgusting, I never want to try it again. In fact, I think after you try a few times, your body can always identify that. Every time you pick up a cigarette, you light it up, just smelling it gag.
I've never liked the smell of cigarettes.
Me neither.
It's always like sort of almost made me gag, and I just kind of step away from it.
I did thought about trying it, but after thought about it, I was like, no, I don't want to gag.
Yeah, because when you're in overseas, they
Yeah,
fucking
they all
chainsaw.
had to light it up. So I don't want to be like sitting down, everybody smoking.
Hmm.
I don't want to do that. So, like, you know, for those people that want to quit, that's a guaranteed way to quit. It doesn't
Yeah.
work for cigar. You can chew cigar all day long. It will not happen.
Yeah,
It will
my-
only
You
happen
guys
with
smoke
cigarette.
cigars.
Oh, that's a question. Here we go.
How often do y'all smoke cigars?
2 a day.
How often or how long?
It just,
How often?
you know,
How often?
When I was married, I would smoke about 2 to 3 cigars a day.
Regularly, I think I smoke, 3 to 4 cigars now at night?
I think a lot of that depends on one, the time you get up, two, the time you have available.
True.
Okay. And a big part is, are you smoking alone or are you smoking with someone else?
True.
Yeah. Because Mike never been to an event. If at the event, you're a minimum of 13 a day.
Yep.
We
Yes.
smoked a lot.
Yep.
Just go from shop to shop, 8 cigars in, boom, you're like, God damn, already fucking 8 cigars?
And yeah, when we went to Miami, I think those 4 days alone, I had like 50 cigars.
So yeah, when you say
Well,
how
you
much,
get done with one, you fucking light it up another one. That's how it is.
Yeah, and that's true. I know when I smoke by myself, I can smoke one in the morning and I can, you know, like let's say 7 a.m. I'll go out, sit on my deck, cup of coffee, have a cigar, and I may not come back out here until, 3 p.m. Having one. But if I'm out with like in a virtual thing, and I smoke with, let's say I'm smoking with everybody here at 7, and when we finish our cigar, okay, guys, are we gonna have an afternoon? What time?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I mean, there are days where I can smoke one.
Yep.
Sometimes none. But 3 to 4 a day. No problem.
it really depends, right? Like for me, if I'm outside by myself in my backyard, one cigar, I'm done. if I'm in my office, I need 2 or 3. Easy.
Yeah.
So it
I'm not a
depends.
real one.
And I mean, I know there's one guy. I call him a power smoker. And he literally, and the only time I really do this is like we just said, going to a meetup, or if I go to an event. I don't have a problem smoking one cigar, putting it down, grabbing another one, lighting up. But this one guy that I know, man, he'll pack 5 cigars in a row every night. Every night. You know? And
There's another thing I don't get. Once you say that,
in group setting, I could do that, but by myself, I got to give myself a break. I got to have at least a 20-minute break before I pick up another cigar. But if I'm with a group of people, I don't seem to have a problem picking up a cigar one right after the other.
Mm-hmm.
here's one of the things I don't get. A lot of time we go out just have smoke, right? We light up when we're talking, whatever. I don't get those people who sit down, cut it, light it, and put it down and go right to the bathroom. I don't get those.
Yeah, go to the bathroom first.
But why would you light it, put it down, and then go to the bathroom?
I went on a fishing trip on a charter with this old guy, and even in the rain, he had a bucket hat on. And I think during a 6-hour fishing trip, he probably put away 4, full size cigars, and I mean, he was like old school with it. He just bit the tip off and lit it. Then he said he bought a box of, like, he went to a cigar shop and they were, I don't know if they were recycling or if they were, like, going through their stock. And he bought like a box of, like, I want to say like 300 for, a few $100. They weren't anything special, but, and I think he said it lasted him like a month,
Damn.
maybe. And like a month. He's like, I think he's like 67. And he's like, he's like, every time I fish, and he's retired now. So he smokes all the time and he fishes all the time. I think I had one with him in the morning when we went out. I smoked one. That was the first time I smoked in the morning in a long time. And then at the end of the charter, I smoked another one with him, and I don't think I finished that one.
There are some people that are so used to smoking that they no longer care about the flavor. They're just doing it as muscle memory. It helps them focus on what they're doing.
Yep.
So
that's him for sure.
Yeah, that's me as well. I always have my selection of what cigars I want. If I want something for a taste, I'll go for the ones I know I like the taste of. Then I'll just go I'll go ahead and buy. It was $8, $7, $10 cigars. Like, things are very budget friendly, and I'll mass buy those because when I work here at night, since I work from my office, I just pick up whatever that's a Toro that I know I'm gonna be working for like 5-6 hours, and then I'll just smoke like 2 or 3 of those as I'm working. I'm not really there to care for the flavor. I just want to smoke something.
a lot of us are like that. Like when I'm working, I don't even remember what I'm smoking anymore. I'm just reading, and then next thing you know, it's gone. I light up another one.
Yeah, I'm like, right now, probably 1 to 2 a week.
1 or 2 a week?
Yeah.
Martin, you didn't do a good job as a friend, bro.
I mean, that's where I'm at now too. About 1 or 2 a week.
That's when I have time to relax and enjoy it. And then, but also, I think the other problem with me is, so far, the ones that I've smoked are $30 to $40 cigars. So I mean, I haven't found a cheap one that I like that's all right. That I can say I can sit down and enjoy it. But for me, it's a sit down and relax and chill.
You can smoke
know,
the ITS. It's not $30. It's not $40.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I like it so far. I mean, yeah, I like it a lot better.
There we go. There we go. Oh man. So I won't obviously have a show on this Saturday because I'm not here. But next week I should be back to normal schedule. And let me see if there's any announcement that I need to make. There isn't other than the Smoke Together on the 14th. It's a Sunday. And that's pretty much it, right? Do you have anything?
Question of the day. Question of the day.
I don't think it's appropriate. I mean, like the only thing that my wife's been
It
talking
is
about is P. Diddy.
appropriate.
Only thing my wife's been talking about is P. Diddy.
No. He always asks his wife like questions. She'll ask him to tell us or ask us on the show.
All the other ones, not, it's normal. Like my wife asked me, like, when we go out to buy cigars, do we ever think about a budget? I was like, some people do, some people don't. It really depends on what they have there. Like there are things that we're like, oh my god, I saw that one and then I will break my budget for, you know. But it's not always the case. There are sometimes you go to a lounge, you can't find anything. And you're like, I was planning to spend $100 and I can't find anything. So like those are not really a question per se. I don't know if anybody have that problem. Like when you go to a lounge, you don't know what you're gonna get, and you just kind of force yourself to get two. Even though you could, like, okay, everybody can go to a lounge anytime and go, I'm gonna get some Oliva for my humidor. But
yeah, last time we were at the lounge, I was just walking around. I was like, there's not really anything that's jumping out at me.
Mm-hmm.
right, you can always get something that you will smoke, but sometimes you just don't. I don't know why. Sometimes you just don't.
Do you think that a man in a cigar lounge is like a woman at Sephora? It's like the kid in the candy store kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
A man in the cigar lounge is like woman in the what?
And it's like a Sephora makeup shop or something. Because you know how much money they spend on makeup.
Yes, I do.
You know, here's the thing, right? When my wife goes to Sephora, she knows exactly what she's gonna get. She goes in and out.
Okay, well, is there anything else like purses or shoes that she goes into? And
she knows exactly what she wants. She go in there, look at it, and leave.
That's rare.
That is rare.
But that probably because she buys a lot of crap, so she knows what she wants and what she don't want.
Yeah, true.
Right? Because I don't okay, if you go to Sephora, right, and you're choosing a makeup, you already know like what kind of makeup that you want. There might be something new you want to try on your hand and then wipe it off, and that will take you like one, you know, you won't go to a different brand because you already know what you want to look like. But guys are different. Guys will be like, because okay, when you use one makeup, you wouldn't use the other makeup. Like you use one foundation, you wouldn't mix with another foundation the next day.
I don't use any makeup.
Right? If you use, like, okay, if you use one, how many shampoos in your bathroom?
One.
Right.
One, yeah.
And it's been the same one since I was a teenager.
Right. So for women, makeup, same thing. Once you choose the right one, you keep using that one. Right? But for cigars, different. For cigars, like, I can choose one of each, and I'll be fine. Because, you know, today I can smoke this, and the next day I can smoke something different. But women will not change their makeup. It's like, today I use this foundation, and next day I use a different one.
My wife is not like that. My wife will go to different brands, different. Again, debt has been collected.
Yeah, look at that women.
But she's trying to see which one. Like usually, does she put it on? She'll be like, do I look any different?
No. See, women put their makeup stuff on based on what they're gonna wear.
Very true.
Okay.
And the occasion.
Yep, the occasion and what they're gonna wear.
not the base. You don't put foundation differently because you gotta go in different events. Foundation's foundation. Toner's toner.
I don't know about that stuff.
All right, let me share my experience. No, that would take forever. All right, 7 to 14 steps depends on what you're doing. But then like the foundation, the toner, the moisturizer, and all that stuff. Once you choose it, you don't change it. Your color can change, your eyeshadow can change, but your eyebrow pens is always the same thing. Your eyeliner is always the same one until they discontinue it because the brand tend to discontinue them, so you had to buy something else. Everything else is just color. It's the same stuff but different color.
You know, I used to give my my granddaughters, even my wife at one time, a hard time about getting their nails done and getting their hair done. And I said, man, cut your own nails, put your own nail polish on. You know how much it costs to get that done? Well, I don't say nothing to you about your cigars.
Right.
That was the end of that.
No. Val, you're looking at it in a different story. Val, you're saying, why don't you do your own nail? You know how hard it is to do your own nail?
No, it ain't hard for me to do my own nails.
No. That's not how it works.
Them.
For you to do a perfect nail, it's like asking a guy to pluck your own ass hair.
Wait a minute, look here. You cut your nails, you cut them short. That's perfect enough for me.
Have you tried to put a nail polish on your nail? Please try that one time.
No.
And see how it looks out. You can wipe it off right after. But do that one time, you'll know how hard it is.
No.
Do that one time, you'll know how hard it is.
You're kind of metro.
No.
Okay. Val, have you cut your own hair?
Have I? Yes.
Yeah, I have.
To a style, not buzz cut.
Well,
No,
okay. No.
Yeah,
No.
doing your own nail is like that. There's things that you don't do it yourself. There are just things that you don't do yourself.
And I'll tell you why. I keep thinking that commercial. What was that, Madge? And she has her clients soaking their fingers in dish soap.
No idea.
Yeah.
And then what?
What's the? I don't know. What do you soak? Oh, that's this dish soap or whatever the hell dish soap was. For what?
Oh no, some dish soap it dries out your hands. Some dish soap when you can your hands smooth and nice.
Okay.
Val, how often do you wash the dishes?
Well.
Oh, if you had to think about it, that's the reason.
No. I have to say, look it. I have no problem washing dishes. I can wash dishes. What I do have a problem is washing pots and pans.
Right. So, a female who had to do dishes every day, that little bit makes a difference.
Dries out their hands.
It dries out your hand, makes it feel like sandpaper. You know, there are parts in a human being parts that doesn't like rough surfaces for guys. We like silky smooth surfaces. So they try to keep their hands nice and smooth for you. Right? It makes every little bit makes a difference. Guys don't care if our hands are rough. So that commercial makes no sense for guys. Like with dishwashers, same shit. Wash my hand, you know. But for female, everything needs to be moisturized because once they start looking like raisins, the guys don't like it.
You heard that? I tell you what. A couple years ago, I was in. Where is it? More than a couple years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I was in Colorado, and when I met this guy up there, I was with a group of people, and he invited over to his ranch. He had a ranch. He had a working ranch, okay? And I got a chance to meet his wife, his daughters, and when I went to shake their hands, yes, they were not soft, man. Their hands were rougher than mine. They did like sandpaper, like wood. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you do rough work, you gotta get rough hands.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, yeah, I understand that part, but I still, you know, I don't understand women going out to pay over $100, over $100 to get their fingernails done.
If you had to do it yourself, you'll know. If you had
And
to do
that's
it
cheap.
yourself,
That's cheap. I said that's cheap. $100 to get your nails done.
if you had to do it yourself, like you know, if when I do it for my wife, like oh, let me send you a finger for you. 5 minutes later, you know what? Here's $100. Go away. You know, cause like the sanded nail, it goes everywhere. It's all powder and stuff. Like you had to clean that afterwards. You're smelling those dead nails. It's not fun. And then when you put the things, everything smells like chemical. You're like dying over there. And then after she's done, she's like, I can't do anything now. I can't do anything now. Right? And then 5 minutes later, you hear, ah, fuck. You're like, what's wrong? My nail.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. Hey, look, that's an emergency right there.
Come back, clean it up, do another layer. Come on. Come on. Here's $100. Right? So a lot of time, money buys the trouble away. Just do that. Just do that. There are things that you don't do. Just like you when you try to cut your own hair, you're like, oh fuck.
Mhm.
Same idea. Same idea. There are things that you just don't do for yourself, right? You don't wax yourself, right? You don't plug your own ass hair. You don't cut your own hair. You don't do your own nails. That's why. There's a reason for that. That's why there's an occupation for that. Because there's a reason. Okay? But that has nothing to do with cigars. Like if your wife says, oh, I don't complain about you cigars, and you're like, I don't complain about food you eat. It's consumable. It's different. Cigar is consumable. It's like rice. Gotta eat different rice every day. No, I don't. But you could.
Mm.
Right? You have to have good rice because you gotta consume it. And the consuming costs price. It's just like, you know, you want to go out and eat something nice. Same idea. But it has nothing to do with makeup. All right? Because guys don't have to lie how we look at it. Well, some people do. Some people have like a whole face of facial hair, try to cover up their double chin and stuff. That's a different story. But normally, guys don't have to
know. I don't know nobody like that.
All right, anyway, 11 o'clock. That is it for today. If you didn't finish your cigar, there's always Discord you can go to. I'm going to go pack, so I won't be there, but I'll see you guys next week, okay? Have a good night, guys.
All right.
Right.
Good night.
Good night.
Later.